Well, afternoon, Catherine. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you, Peter?
Catherine, I am fantastic. Thank you very much for taking the time out of your schedule to talk to myself on the Business Spotlight, and welcome. Could we start by, could you tell me a little about yourself and your business, please?
Yes, I have been in business for just over 7 years now. I design my own artwork with natural materials. For example, I would use like pebbles, I would use driftwood, anything belonging to nature, and bring them together to create unique gifts that I sell into retail shops throughout Ireland and also in America.
And what did you do before Simply Mourn, Catherine? What was it that started your journey?
I was in a very different role before I started Simply More, and my background is actually in credit management. And I was in credit management for years, and I decided to take a career break. Um, Due to family circumstances, I wanted to be here for my son who was going through high school at the time and very much needed my support. And when I took the career break, I had lots of time then to also bring my creativity back because I've always have been quite a creative person. And yeah, it started from there.
And what was the actual spark that led you to launch the business?
I guess the spark was I love being creative. And the fact that I was creating these pictures, everybody just absolutely loved them. And when I decided to approach a retailer with them, he just absolutely fell in love with them. And I just seen an absolute fantastic business opportunity and ran with it.
Tell me what type of people or businesses most benefit from your products.
Okay, my product is a unique gift, and I have designs for every occasion that you can think of. So the perfect place for my product to be is in gift shops and also in tourist outlets.
And what would you say, Catherine, has been the most significant lesson that you've learned as a business owner so far?
Biggest lesson, um, I would say scaling the business. That has been my biggest lesson. Learning learning how to scale the business. When you are the sole person that works in the business and designs the product, I was only ever going to be able to scale the business so far because I could only physically make so many designs within a day. And that was the biggest lesson for me, was to actually hand that over to somebody else. And so it was a real mind shift for me to actually bring on board somebody to train them up that they could do my actual designs and replicate what I was doing. And it was only through that have I managed to scale the business.
And when did you make that decision?
I made that decision about 2 years ago. And from that there, I've been able to take on more and more retailers.
Brilliant, great share. And are there any like business leaders that you look up to that have influenced you or that you would gravitate towards?
I always think about that, and I don't actually have one person that I would look up to. I actually look up to lots of different people in the world, and I like to take wee snippets from everybody and try and incorporate them into my business. Because there's always been nuggets from lots of different people.
And what would you say has been the toughest obstacle or obstacles that you've had to overcome in your business journey?
The toughest. I would say it's probably one of the toughest things is probably something that a lot of people have found challenging, which was the pandemic. My business kind of closed overnight, so it did. It was quite a scary time for me because of me being a small business, highly reliant on any of the income coming through the bricks and mortar shops. That just wasn't happening. And I was like, didn't know how I was going to pay my bills. I didn't know where to turn. And I very quickly navigated the business to online. I opened up my own e-commerce shop, and I also started working with other third-party online marketplaces. And I actually ended up in that year making more than what I did in retail shops the previous year. So yeah, quite a challenge, but I was absolutely delighted with the outcome.
Brilliant. And what is currently, I mean, we're now, my goodness, there's only a couple of weeks left in October, and then we're about 7 weeks to Christmas, believe it or not. So what is
I know.
currently motivating you and driving your passion for your business at the minute?
What really drives me, well, this season here is a very busy season for us, and it will be right up until Christmas, and the Christmas orders are coming in thick and fast as we speak. But the main drivers and motivators for me would be working on the business, working on new designs, working on new products. I absolutely love the relationships that I have with all my buyers, because we get to collaborate and come up with different ideas that they know is going to work for them in their retail shop, because they're closest to the customer, so they're able to feed that information back to me, and we're able to work together on new designs and new products. And then we also have a big trade show coming up. It takes place in January, and I attend that every year in the RDS in Dublin. I'm excited.
Superb. And tell me, if it were possible and you could go back in time and dish out some advice to the 18-year-old Catherine, what would that advice sound like?
I'd love to be able to do that. If I could go back, I would say to myself, Catherine, stick at your creativity, because I've always been creative and I moved away from that there. And I think definitely I would tell myself to stick at it and try and create your own business through your skills, because that's been my biggest skill throughout my life, is being creative.
Brilliant. So the credit world has had to live without you, but the creative world has flourished with you back in it. Is that fair to say?
I think so, Peter.
All right, good stuff, good stuff. And then if we look ahead to 2024 and beyond, what sort of new or upcoming initiatives are you most excited about for your business?
Well, we have lots of new product ideas coming out. I'm doing a project at the minute on the website. So the website's getting a whole new revamp. And the aim is also to grow our online presence. So super excited about that.
Brilliant. And if somebody has liked what they've heard in this interview and would like to reach out or get in touch or see what products you've got on offer, what's the best way for them to go about that, Catherine?
They can contact me in various ways. They can contact me by phone, email. They can check out the website, which is www.simplymorn.com. I also have a list of stockists, so if anybody would like to know where their nearest stockist is, yes, please get in touch and I can let them know.
Brilliant. Well, Catherine Bradford from Simply Morn, thank you very much for your time and for sharing your story. It's been really inspirational to listen to your journey and hear about how you've grown your business and yourself as well. So thank you very much indeed. I wish you all the success for the remainder, what we've got left of 2023 and beyond. So thank you very much, Catherine.
Thank you.